v.h.s.x? What do you mean?
Alright everybody, welcome back to a brand new video. Today we're reacting and having a discussion about a video from Choy titled I Turned Off MMR and DBD Got Fun Again, Dead by Daylight. And this video was recommended from one of you guys in the community, so if you want to be able to join the community, submit videos to be discussed about, you can go ahead and join the Discord. It is linked in the description. You can go ahead and hit the join. Make sure you go to the rules and hit that little knife emoji so you can make sure you accept the rules and talk with the rest of us. But with that being said, we're gonna go ahead and dive in. Appreciate you guys for submitting these so we can actually get into talking about different aspects of the game. So I want to hear about this. He said he turned off MMR.
Matchmaking with anyone, regardless of what their skill level is, it makes my matches way more chaotic, unpredictable, refreshing, and honestly just way more fun overall. But before you run off and try it yourself, let me tell you about a few of the caveats to this. First off, this method does not work for killers or for full 4-man swifts. I'm sorry, we just can't fully break the game yet, but it does work for solo queue, duos, and trios.
Damn, bro. So we just lost everybody we just lost everybody having a tough time on killer. Oh my god, we're cooked. So damn, rest in peace, man. I mean, like, that right there is all I needed to hear. It said killers and can't do this. So I'm like, well, GG's boys, we gotta pack our bags. Like, what are we gonna do, man? We gotta pack our bags, bro. That's tough.
Now, to do this, you need to play DBD on 2 platforms with separate DBD accounts. For example, I play on Steam and I've got an Xbox account that I use with my Smurf profile. Now, it could be a PS5, a PS4, Epic Games, Switch, it doesn't matter as long as they're just 2 separate platforms. So here's how you actually deactivate MMR. Use a Smurf account, ideally a brand new account or at least account you've never played DBD on before. New accounts start at 650 MMR. The max MMR is 2100. So with a brand new account, when you search with your primary account and a Swift together, the MMR will completely open between 650 MMR and whatever your current highest MMR player in the lobby is. And I want to be clear, this method does not prioritize lower MMR matches. It just effectively removes the MMR system from the game, which makes it to where anything can happen. So this is how you do it once you have both of your accounts set up. You host a lobby with your Smurf account, that's really important. Then you invite your main account or maybe your friends as well to the lobby. Then you search for a match. Once you get into the pregame lobby, you simply back your Smurf account back out to the main lobby screen and let a random take the spot in the pregame lobby. Now, alternatively, you could start the match with your Smurf and then immediately DC and give yourself a bot, but I wouldn't really recommend this because eventually your Smurf account will start to build up a heavy DC penalty. So once it's set up, it's very easy to continue to do. And my experience so far with this has been fantastic. I'm getting a crazy variety.
Well, there you have it. I mean, you gotta hand it to Choy. He managed to figure out, or maybe somebody told him about this sort of idea on how to make your matches a little bit more enjoyable if you are on solo queue, just requiring you to have multiple platforms, which may or may not be possible for some people. Like, unless you go Epic Games. I think Epic Games, I think you can do that pretty easily, but I don't know. I don't really use Epic. But there you have it. I mean, there's a pretty good example of what you can do. I mean, that's the interesting thing, I think, about the sort of like issue we're having nowadays where people are having rough games and stuff like that. I think is, like, there are solutions for that. Like I've stated before as well, if you are playing on killer, you can just lose your games. Like, you really can just do that if you want to do that, at least from what I've heard from Twins main Sage, that had stated that's what they did, which was like they played low, high, and average MMR and found that average was where they wanted to be at. So they decided to like let people escape, do their thing, and then just lower their MMR that way in order to actually just kind of sit at an MMR level that they're more comfortable with. Now, me personally, I just play to win, so like to me, like I kind of expect to have rough games, and it's not really always the most fun thing in the world, but it is something I would prefer over casual and average, because I think that it's not like as satisfying to win my games because of it. So I stay at the higher MMR, at least because I know, like, you know, I have to really, like, it really tests my abilities. It tests how well I can hold my own, especially with the characters that I'm choosing to play as. And of course, it's also really good data for the spreadsheet that I'm trying to work on. So that's always really good. And yeah, I mean, goes without saying, I think. And maybe anybody who does have multiple platforms could try this out for themselves and see if that'll make their Survivor experience a bit more enjoyable. And hopefully it does. You know what I mean? Hopefully it'll revitalize some of the interest in the game, because I know that it is definitely not in the greatest spot right now in terms of just the fun factor. And it is a little bit stale, of course. It's understandable. You know, it really is. And unfortunately, it doesn't apply to the killer players, which I think a lot of us would have been, you know, very interested to kind of hear about it because of it. But, you know, it is what it is. There are other methods that exist, of course, that, like I just stated, like, just try to lose your games or, you know, don't play to win, I guess. Just kind of go for whatever you think is the most interesting to do and kind of stay in that, I think. I think that's the best way I can describe it, I think. And yeah, I mean, use whatever you want, I guess. So that is sort of like what I was thinking. Now, yeah, let me know what you guys think of the idea here. Like, is this something that you would want to try? What do you think? You know, it apparently it makes like solo queue more enjoyable, I guess. Unfortunately, isn't applicable to killer, but still, let me know if you guys would want to actually like actually try that, because, you know, I don't really play any Survivor like anymore, so it's like whatever. That's perfectly okay. Honestly, I think like with my like MMR level that my survivors are at, like you can literally, I could just join somebody's lobby and they'll automatically get like they'll automatically just get an easier lobby, I think, possibly because of that fact. And I don't know if that's happened before. I think I did end up streaming. I think I ended up streaming, I think, with another Survivor creator on Twitch. So if you guys want to see more of that, definitely go ahead and follow on Twitch to watch me play Kill Live, or if for whatever reason we're able to, you know, collaborate with more creators, you'll be able to see that on Twitch as well. So that being said, let me know your guys' thoughts in the comment section. Let me know if you're gonna try this or not, and check out the other videos. Also, consider becoming a member, joining the Patreon, or becoming a sub on Twitch to get different perks on Patreon and YouTube members, and also get your name read off at the end of every video. And consider joining the Discord as well. See you guys in the next one. Appreciate you guys being here. Well, I wanted to go ahead and take some time out to thank all my members from Patreon with Crow King 101, my YouTube members, Majora Jeff, Endire, Evil Peachy YT, Zero Mocker, Christian, Hexdev, and Crow Vader, and for my Twitch subscribers, Cake is the Road, Danica 2002, Final Girl _ Bunny, Acklefin, Chili Cinderace, Zero Mocker, Ginsburg, Johns 117 _ Lovely Ghost TTV, Jar TTV, Zazabu, and Crow Vader. Just wanted to thank you guys. And if you also want to have your name read off at the end of every video, make sure you join on one of these platforms to get one of those perks, as well as the other perks you get. So appreciate you guys. Thank you guys so much.